is a very difficult combination. It's a joint venture between the Lord in heaven and the farmer. And now the partner is very moody, the one above. And the farmer is always in troubles. So he needed the government to help him. He needed an army to defend him. And still, in spite of it, they remain poor and backward, most of them. Science has nothing to do with war. You cannot gain science by fighting. And while land is by definition divided into different states or tribes, science is global. It doesn't have borders. It's not controlled. Nobody can give orders. And actually, it created the global world, where globality today is stronger than governments. Because globality is based on goodwill and good products. It doesn't spend money on bureaucracy much. It doesn't spend money on armies. It has more money than budgets, where governments have budgets less than money. And it's, while globality is governing our life, there is no a global government. There are only global companies. And they are based only on goodwill. If they lose their name, they will lose their business. That would make the world global and united in a way. You cannot have racism in an age of globality. A company that will become racial is out of business immediately. It's also a set of norms and behaviors more than a government. And also the heads of the companies, of the groups, must have a global view. They are not old barons, they are educated people, and they want to convince their community and the rest of the world that they are not just looking for money. They want to serve the community and the persons as well. And it has its own advantages. Governments became slow, old. Many of them are a pain in the neck. Because if a leader stands up and says, well, I'm great, I'm strong, ask him, are you? Can you bring an end to terror? No. Can you bring an end to the social gap? No. So what makes you think that you're great and strong? And we don't need leaders who are rulers. We need leaders who are servants that serve us. Not that we should serve you because you say stories, tell stories. And then also the candidate for elections is a very complicated situation. You must promise before the elections more than you can implement after the elections. So whoever listens to his promises and watches his performances